Thursday.
Woo, let's do this.
All right, let's rock it and roll. Let's set it up, tube.
Now the energy has to go way up.
Now the energy has to go way up. Man, I don't even have time for all the rest of this stuff, but it's cool. It's cool. Here we go. What up, tube?
What up, tube?
And wow, we are live that fast. I was not expecting it to go live on the first try. Welcome,
it worked.
Welcome, everybody on the Facebook Live. We appreciate y'all tuning in. You guys are awesome. And here we go. Let's rock it and roll it. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. For the pod in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome to another episode of
Business Bros.
S-H-I-T, everybody.
S-H-I-T. So happy it's Thursday. Woo!
Hernan Cias here, host of the Business Bros podcast, along with my co-host,
the insurance bro, James Cias with Pipeline Insurance. And as always, we have an awesome show ready for you. But first,
365 pairs of shoes.
And
is
we're
what
4 closer
for.
today. Thank you very much, Gisela.
Yep. Donations made. Love them. Robert also said he's got a few that he's got to donate to. We're going to get on a Zoom call with him tomorrow. If anybody's interested, by the way, he's putting on a lunch and learn. And you can learn how to sell homes at an auction
Robert Weichelt?
in 14 days. Yes, sir.
Outstanding.
So we're going to get to talk to him a little bit on live tomorrow on Friday to talk a little bit more about podcasts because he's starting his own podcast too.
Sweet.
So that's super awesome. But 365 pairs of shoes is what we're shooting for. So if you got new shoes, used shoes, or you want to donate cash, hit James up 619-884-0045 or James at csfirst.com. He'll ride over in his Harley, pick up those shoes, give you an Instagram story, or keep you anonymous, or just share your name on the podcast. Either way, completely up to you. But we're grateful for every donation that we've had so far, and every donation that we're gonna have, even above and beyond that 365, because I know we're gonna get there really soon.
Yeah, absolutely. We got 150 left. But before we get to all of that, calling all homeowners, calling all real estate pros, you and your clients know that buying electricity from the local utility company is expensive, and solar is way more affordable. Hang on, let me put that logo up really quick. There it is. You've undoubtedly been approached by a number of solar roof companies. Maybe you've sat through their 2-hour sales pitch, or maybe you haven't because sales pitches suck, right? Mm-hmm. Well, forget about that old way of doing things. DroneQuote.net is veteran-owned and operated. Started by 2 solar professionals that wanted to put the homeowner first, DroneQuote.net is your personal shopper for all things solar and roofing. DroneQuote gives you multiple quotes online from multiple companies without the pushy salesperson in your face and without multiple contractors walking all around your rooftop. DroneQuote.net gives you and your clients excellent pricing and online review from Google, Yelp, and the State Contractors Board. And as a bonus, they also do before and after drone surveys. That way you can see the exact condition of your roof without having to climb up there yourself. No one else is doing this. It's out of this world.
Boom.
I don't know why I like doing that, but whatever. So, realtors, if your homeowner asks you about solar, make sure you save them time, money, and hassle. Send them over to DroneQuote.net/businessbros and make sure they get the best solar comparison tool on the market today. That's DroneQuote.net/businessbros.
With 1 O.
Oh, man, you got to wake up.
I'm awake. I got it. Hey, on the spot.
I'll call you out.
You know what, dude? It's Thursday. It's been. My body literally hurts this week.
I wonder if I did it right.
I don't know.
Oh no, I went the wrong way. It's right there.
Oh well, DroneQuote.net. No, dude. Like literally, my body hurts this week. I've like pushed really hard at the gym. I got this thing in my head. You know, I say it all the time, and when it comes to things like business, we do that all the time. When it comes to the work we do on a daily basis, we do it all the time. It's that success is on the other side of discomfort, right?
Yeah.
That we have to push ourselves to that limit, and then every time we hit that limit, it's that little bit extra that we do above and beyond that makes all the difference in everything that we do. It's that point where everybody else would stop at this point and we keep going. That's what makes us successful. Putting out a podcast episode every single day, even on days like today where we're like, before the show, we're like, dude, we need to wake up, drink some water.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I got here and I took a 5-minute power nap.
Yeah, exactly. So like it's even on days like that, even on days where you're like, I don't want to do it. This morning my alarm went off. My alarm went off first of all. So last week I didn't have a problem waking up. I would wake up before my alarm got off. But now like it literally like my body was done, right? So I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to do what I didn't want to do when I didn't want to do it at no level.
At no level. I wanted to go back to sleep.
Right? But I got up.
I'm not
anyways.
gonna lie, dude. My bed won today.
Your bed won today?
My bed won today.
You know what it is? It's those 5 seconds. So check this out. I mean, a little bit different from where I wanted to go with the show today, but this is kind of cool. And I'm gonna share this. Well, what happened?
Nothing.
Okay.
Keep going.
I'm gonna share this with you guys, and hopefully, nobody steals this idea. But it's kind of really cool because my kids, my students, they're starting their businesses, right? So today's class was on a brainstorming session. So we had a bunch of different activities that are brainstorming to kind of get them thinking outside the box type stuff, right? And so towards the end of the course today, to the period today, they had to come up with a general idea of what their product or service is going to be for their business. And so it stems from figuring out what problems people have in society, right? And what kind of solution do you have for that problem? What can you meet a need, basically, right? And so the topic of waking up was one of those things that they have a problem with, right? And so I explained to them, I go, it's that first 5 seconds every morning when your alarm goes off, when you first wake up, you have 5 seconds. This is where the battle begins, right? This is where you're going to win the morning or you're not going to win the morning. It's going to happen in the first 5 seconds when you wake up. If you let your brain catch up to your actions in those first 5 seconds, you're going to lose the battle. You're going to lose the fight for the morning. It's those first 5 seconds where your natural reflex needs to be pop up. Mm-hmm. I am up. I am ready to go. And you might pop up and you still might not even be awake. You still might be a little queasy. You still might, nothing's really registering. You can't really make up a sentence in your head. You can't say anything, right? But you're up. And so if you do that on a daily basis, you're going to win the morning. And the kids were like, yeah, but the problem is, I could just roll over and turn off my alarm or whatever, right? And so one of the kids is like, you know what? We should do something like where there's a mat, or a scale or something, and you have to get up and stand on the scale to turn off your alarm.
Right.
And we can create an app for that. And I was like, that's pretty dope. And we were trying to look online to see if something like that exists. And nothing like that exists yet.
I've seen this one alarm clock that it's a target, and you have to shoot it with a Nerf gun in order to wake up.
But see, the problem with that is you can do that from bed.
If you have the Nerf gun in bed.
Right. To do to turn off the alarm in this case, you have to physically put your weight. So you register your weight the night before when you set the alarm, and then you have to turn it off. You have to stand up to turn it off. And that's that 5 second. That's just the instinct. You want to turn it off so you get your butt up. And at that point, that's where you give yourself the opportunity to win.
Right.
And that's what I did this morning. I did not want to get up, but I force a habit. My alarm goes off. The first thing I do is pop up.
Yep.
And then I get up and I start, as I'm putting on my socks, as I'm putting on my gym clothes, as I'm still not awake, brushing my teeth, washing my face, filling up my water bottle. I'm still not awake. Even while I'm driving, I'm consciously thinking, man, I probably shouldn't be driving. I'm still tired. You know what I mean? And I get to the gym and I put on my headphones and I turn the treadmill on and I start running and I start hearing, I put on this one, it's I don't know, it's talking about being a warrior, right? And how you got to push through that time and you got to get
you're listening to something like an audiobook or
they're like,
YouTube motivational video.
Yeah, it's a YouTube motivational video. It's well, the video's not really a video. It's just audio. Yeah,
whatever.
It's just got
I got you.
Motivational.
Yeah,
things.
no, I mean it's the same stuff that not.
It's stuff to get your mind going, right?
Yeah,
and so in my mind, I'm hearing things like, you're tired, you need to push through, Eric Thomas's voice, yelling or whatever. And so I start, running a little harder and running a little harder. And then I speed up the thing, right? And I'm I'm pushing. And all of a sudden, yeah, right? Exactly. And all of a sudden, the same morning where I woke up and I didn't want to get up, turned into damn, that was a tough workout. Right. And that has been my MO this whole week. I've gotten to the point where I stop counting my reps and I don't start counting until it starts to burn.
Ooh.
And that's when I start my count.
I like
and then that's when I try to get to 10 reps after the burn starts. Right. And it's just things that I hear from those motivational videos of other people. I think it was Arnold, that Arnold Schwarzenegger that was talking that. Right.
Where do you find these motivational videos?
I literally look up motivational workouts. And I think it's like Mulligan Brothers. I think is one of the channels that I subscribe to that has those types of videos.
All right.
But again, it's changing the way I do things. Right, when I go to the gym, it could be one of those where I just get the reps in. But now I'm trying to take it to a whole new level. And this week, I'm telling you, physically, my body's been hurting because I don't start counting until I feel the burn, and it hurts. Right, muscles tear, but. Like it's making that difference. And so today, of course, SHIT, so happy it's Thursday. I am happy it's Thursday. Towards the end of the day, and towards the end of the day, I'm starting to, I get tired and all that stuff. But now, like, I know, like, tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to finish out my Friday because I feel good after I do it. Mm-hmm. And, if you're listening to this, like, if getting up is probably one of your biggest things, it's one of those small little habits that you got to get into to just pop up. And we've been talking about it quite a bit, pop up. And that's kind of the same thought process whenever you run into a wall, whenever you have things that you got to do on a daily basis that you don't want to do, just pop up, get it done. Take advantage of the time that you have in front of you. Do that big obstacle thing, that one thing, that frog that you don't want to take care of. Swallow that frog first, right? Conquer that one thing that's getting in your way that, and everybody knows what it is. We all know what it is. It's that one email. It's that one text message. It's that one phone call. It's those things that we don't want to do that every time we put it off, we think to ourselves, damn it, I should have done that.
Yep.
That's the thing that you need to keep doing. That's the thing that's going to help you to keep going every single day. I'll give you another example. We've pretty much figured out Facebook. We're growing our Facebook group at a great pace, and thank you guys very much. One of the things that I know Gary Vee says is you continuously put out content, you're going to grow on a consistent level, right? And then you're one viral video away from, blowing up, right? Sure. And so that's how I see it. Well, we've done Facebook really well. Right, we figured out how to get our Facebook Facebook following growing, thanks to all of you guys. Right, it's growing at a nice pace. We're reaching a lot more people. Facebook is rocking and rolling. But you know what's not rocking and rolling?
YouTube.
And what else?
LinkedIn.
So what are we doing now? We're starting to focus our attention on those things, right? Mm-hmm. And so,
speaking of which, I got to give a shout out. I get an email every day from Jaime Resendez. This dude is putting out a video every single
on YouTube.
Day on the YouTube.
Yeah.
Is he local to San Diego?
I don't know, but I should reach out to him, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, he puts out a lot of cool stuff, like using Facebook ads and using YouTube ads. And
good. That's good stuff.
And it's useful information, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And so, I'm seeing this sort of stuff. And don't get me wrong, we post all our stuff on YouTube. Like, all the videos of the podcast you can find on YouTube. They're there. So if you guys have, a quick little moment, hop over to YouTube, give us a subscribe. And
we'd appreciate that.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it. We finally got to the point, because we started working at it, right? We finally got to the point where our YouTube hit 100 subscribers. It's nowhere near the 4,300 that we're at with Facebook, but it's a start. Everybody starts at zero, right? We all start at nothing, and we have to work our way up. So we're doing that. The cool thing about being 100 subscribers at YouTube is now we have a URL. Our URL is youtube.com/c/ whatever it is, a Business Bros Pod. So now it's easy to locate us on YouTube, which is awesome. So we're only going to get bigger from there. We're working on our video production with Visionary Media, on how we design the YouTube videos so that they come out a little bit better. You've noticed we're starting to implement better, more attractive looking thumbnails. Like, all these are little progressive things that we're doing to increase the way we look online, so that we have a bigger reach. And before you know it, if we continue to do it, the YouTube following is going to grow. Hopefully we reach a level like the Mendez family over there. Gabe's tearing it up with over, I think he has 55,000 subscribers. Woo, crushing it, right?
Crushing it.
And so I'm watching what he's doing. I'm paying attention. I'm taking notes, and I'm trying to emulate as we start working our YouTube page. Same thing with LinkedIn. I don't know if you guys are aware. I mean, if you're a Gary Vee fan, then you're aware. If you're not, LinkedIn is the biggest place that you can be as a professional. You have the largest reach. Back in 2008, 2009.
Right now, I'm on the way.
Sorry, I'm posting stuff on the
Facebook,
on the chat,
on the link,
yeah,
all the stuff we're talking about. So
yep.
Sorry about that interruption, but if you guys have any questions or anything I talked about, any of our YouTube channel, if you're talking about Jaime Rendez's YouTube channel, if you're talking about Gabe's channel, if we're talking
all
about
in the comments,
it's all in the comment section, so you guys can catch up to it there. But I was talking about LinkedIn. So So, back in 2007, 2008, 2009 Facebook time, the early Facebook time, when you had an audience there and you posted something, everybody in your audience saw it. Now they've changed the algorithm so that not everybody sees it. They want to push more towards the Facebook ad, revenue. It's a revenue grab. And that's okay. That's fine. It's great. The Facebook ads work awesome. But LinkedIn is like old Facebook right now. So if you're not on LinkedIn, you should be. You should be growing your following because the reach that you have, natural organic reach within LinkedIn, is still phenomenal. It's great. And the interactions are awesome. So I've had a LinkedIn for quite some time. All our podcasts have been posting on LinkedIn. I just haven't actively been using it. And so this last week I've started. And I've grown it's just like YouTube, right? We started with like one or two, very few connections. And within 1 week, I'm at about 270 connections. And the thing about it is it's a full-time.
When did you start doing this?
This week.
This week? Monday?
Like Sunday, Monday, something like that.
Nice.
And so, this stuff, this is a newer platform. I mean, some people are across multiple platforms. So if you got a LinkedIn connection from me this week, and we're friends on Facebook or we're friends on Instagram, you guys, we know each other. We've made that connection before. But what I've spent a lot of time doing, which many of you should be doing, is I've spent a lot of time scrolling down the feed and commenting on other people's stuff, listening to people's videos. Tomorrow's guest, actually not tomorrow's guest. Tomorrow's guest is going to be Robert, but we're going to have a guest that I met on LinkedIn, somebody else who's putting out videos too. And so, these connections that you're making, these are the things that are going to expand the reach to get your message out to more people. Now, if you're a real estate agent, maybe your network shouldn't be a bunch of real estate agents, right? Maybe it should be a different industry that you're focusing in on. Remember, James and I are in the insurance industry. So we love talking to real estate agents. We love talking to mortgage professionals. We love talking to anybody who has an insurable interest in something, right?
Which is pretty much everybody.
So almost. We don't mind building that kind of network. That's why our audience is mostly built on the real estate platform, because we're gonna there's some big stuff coming your way, by the way.
Oh yeah.
I'm just saying, how about free CE? I'm just throwing it out there. We're working on something there.
Free CE?
Free CE.
Oh,
so you guys want to definitely be paying attention to us. That's coming probably 2020. We're in the works of doing all that stuff, but you guys are going to love it. So anyways, it's all about building that network and building those connections, making sure that you're paying attention to other people. You have something of value to give. You have some sort of information that you want to share. You have something that's important to you. And when you share it, the idea is, okay, you brought something of value. Now figure out where you're going to put that. What audience are you going to put that in front of? Now, I'm going to be frankly honest. It's a huge mistake that we've done. We should have been on LinkedIn since day one that we started this podcast. LinkedIn is a business platform.
Right.
Our show is literally called Business Bros.
And yet
we've spent a year and something months without doing any LinkedIn content. I mean, we posted our show on LinkedIn, but not really actively doing it. So I'm telling you from my own personal experience and what I'm doing now, it just makes sense if you're in a business setting, if you're an accountant, if you're doing payroll, if you're in real estate, and there are other professionals out there that need help, mortgages, right? All these different professionals are on this platform. Now, it's not like Instagram. You're not posting selfies of your food and stuff like that. Your content should be based on that platform. It should have some sort of value to professionals on there.
So in other words, each platform has its own specific type of audience and specific type of reach, and you don't want to be putting on the Instagram what you're putting on the LinkedIn.
Exactly. So now us, however, we should be, right? Our stuff is content based. Right. If you looked at our post for today, for example, on Instagram, it's about 6 different ways to get a property ready for sale. Mm-hmm. So yeah, people on Instagram that are interested in selling, that's a good post for them. But it's more beneficial for the people on LinkedIn. It's much more of a professional setting. It gears more towards a discussion, and that's the biggest thing is engaging with your audience in a discussion. People are going to recognize who you are if you engage with them.
You said today's post was about getting a property ready for what?
For sale.
Getting a property ready for sale.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, what if you want to get a property ready for solar?
Oh, if you want to get a property ready for solar, the first thing I would do is go to dronequote.net /business bros.
Go like this with your left hand.
Left hand, boom. Is it the right?
Yep,
Is
that's
it the correct hand?
That's the correct hand.
Boom. All right. So I would go to dronequote.net/business bros. This is where you need to go. It's simple. It's easy. You don't have to worry about any hustle, bustle, fancy, schmancy sales routine. That's not how it works. No more sales guys showing up at your door. No more sitting through 2-hour meetings, trying to get sold. No more guys walking on your roof. It's simple. They come over. They take a drone. It takes pictures of your rooftop. All the measurements you need. Then they send out the measurements to roofing contractors. They send the measurements out to the solar companies, and then they fight for your business. You are already ready to buy. Let them show you what they offer you. You pick what's good for you. Done deal. Then they're going to come back with the drone and ensure that all the work was done correctly. Give you after pictures. Plus, they're a veteran-owned company, so you want to do business with people here locally in San Diego who are veterans. Thank you for your service, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, the sooner you get it done, the better. Electricity is hot. It's hot right now, so your air conditioning is on. Your bill's going up. Solar can help you out. dronequote.net/business bros. Check it out. Get your free quote today.
Whoop, whoop. Well done, sir. Well done.
So, yeah.
Good read.
Thank you. I actually don't read. I ad lib it. So
you totally do, but that's what I meant.
Different. Now, so anyways, we were talking a little bit about social media stuff. It's important that
you said Robert Weikel's on the show tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do a Zoom call. Oh. I know he was already on the show, but I kind of want to talk to him a little bit about podcasting. He's got the lunch and learn, and we actually had a cancellation for tomorrow. I should say a reschedule that was supposed to be on tomorrow. So I was like, I'm just gonna find somebody to fill in that spot.
Nice.
So
he's listening right now. So
yeah, Robert, thank you, dude. We're gonna do a Zoom call. So it's not a live, it's not a in-person one, but this is gonna be a cool one. We get to chat it up a little bit. He'll probably have some people over there. I'm thinking it would be cool, Robert, if you're there. I think it'd be cool if we get some people to ask some questions, some general questions. That'd be something a little bit different. We've never done something like this before, where we have other people around for this live call. So let's see how it goes. I don't know. Test it out. Why not?
That'd be fun.
It'll be fun.
If we get one wrong show out of 300, I don't think we're doing that bad. But considering that it's Robert and his team, I'm sure it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be, dude, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, but see, these are the things, again, like I don't know how that's going to work, right? But we're going to try it out. We're going to put it out there in the interwebs, right? In our social media feeds. We're going to see if Facebook likes that type of show. And, maybe they will. Maybe we'll do this more often. Maybe this is the gateway to something that we didn't know even existed, in our realm. Like, it's kind of like when we started the show, it was just me and you conversating. Right? And then we morphed, conversing, whatever. And then we morphed because of Liam's comment. We morphed into an interview show, right? And so the funny thing is, this last week we've been able to do some more you and me shows, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, right.
Right. And you're gonna get some more James and I shows next week, because let's be honest, next week we will be on vacation. So, yeah. But
we have promised to make every day a Business Bros Day.
Exactly. So we're committed to putting out content on a regular basis. And so we got shows pre-recorded, ready to rock and roll for you guys, because we want to make sure it's something new. It's something out there posting on a regular basis.
That's
Consistency is the key, right? Consistency. You want to work out, you got to do push-ups every day, not once in a while. Those don't show results. Every single day is the way you're going to do it to show results. Yep. And that's going to be the same thing for anything that we end up doing. Woo! Yeah. I need a breather break. You need to talk.
Breather break? All right. What am I going to talk about? Let's see. Well, you know what? I'll talk a little bit about... Yeah, no, I totally blanked. Vision. I mean, vision was my thing. Vision was the thing that I was going to talk about anyway. And I still love, the things that I'm doing in the morning. And I'll be honest, like... I told you this morning my bed won, but it was after I got up. I popped up, right? I got up, I brushed my teeth, and I went into the other room, and I did my 30 minutes of journaling, right? Just like all my normal routine stuff. And then I put on my gym clothes and everything, and then I went and I looked at my bed again. And I was like, I really don't want to run today.
But let's talk about that for a second. Like you've been at it for a while. We've talked about burnout rates.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I'm definitely looking forward to Saturday morning when I'm going to sleep in. And it's probably going to be, like, I'm still going to get up probably, like, around 7 or 8. Right? But it's 7 or 8 is still 3 or 4 more hours than I normally slept.
Sure.
Right? So it's still a lot of extra sleep. But it's okay to let your body catch up. Right? It's horrible if you're running on fumes for too long.
I'll tell you what. Like, I've talked about this in my Junto group. I don't know if I've talked about this actually on the show. We, as business people, as entrepreneurs, as people who expect the most of ourselves, we're always our own worst critics, right? We're always the one. I think I talked about it on Tuesday where I was getting invited to go out to karaoke another night. And I was like, man, I would like to, but my boss doesn't let me.
Yeah.
My boss don't let me go out 2 nights a week.
You called it the boss, but the same type of thing. It's the critic.
Right. It's that internal critic in me that's like, no way, dude. You got to get up. You got to get going. You got to do, put 100% of the time, right? Putting out 100% of effort 100% of the time. And when I don't do that, when I give myself that, when I fail, let's put it that way. When I fail, when I don't get up at 4:40 in the morning, or I do, but then I go back to sleep for whatever reason, one part of me would definitely want to beat myself up and be like, you suck. You're, what's wrong with you? Why didn't you just get up? Why are you, and like really berating myself for it. But the other side of me is, you know what, man? Take it easy. Take it easy. Like, allow yourself to not hit that mark every time. You're human, dude. When it comes right down to it, I'm human. And I'm not perfect. I'm not going to hit it every time. But I'm convinced and I know that I'm getting better and better and better every day. And I'm pushing towards that constant improvement. And so, yeah, maybe I slip once, once in the past 3 weeks. You know what? It's not so bad. Get up, do it again tomorrow.
And that is something else.
The sun will rise.
Tomorrow the sun will rise. And that's something else that you should consider when posting things on your social media feeds. I mean, consistency doesn't mean that you have to post everything that went well, right? Because one of the biggest critiques people get is like, oh, everybody looks perfect on Instagram. Everybody looks perfect on their social media. They're living the best life, possible, which is not necessarily true. It's what you see on social media, what you see people posting is often like a photo album, right? If you look at the photo album back in the day, everything was posed, smiles, giggles, laughs.
Except for me, I was crying in most of the photos when we were on vacation.
It's true, you were forced, right? But for the most part, the photo albums show all the good times. Yeah, the photo albums show all the good times. What you don't see are the in-betweens, the drops, the sadness, the tears. You don't see that in a photo album. And it's the same type of human nature that we have when we show things on Instagram. However, lately, I've seen a couple different posts. People have posted, I've seen 2 separate ones that I can think of, people that were beat up, right? And these are people that have like black eyes or, like
literally
stitches,
black eyes?
Literally beat up, yeah. And, different situations that happen to them out in life. They got mugged or whatever it is, right?
Whoa.
And so, but they're sharing these things. These are also the things that happen to them. I seen another lady that she posted something about how she got in a car accident. Right. And, she wanted to share that, not every day is perfect. Right. And that's kind of a vulnerability that we need to be able to also share with people.
Yep.
I know, next week, I'm not getting up early to go to the gym. I might do it a couple days, but it's not going to happen every day, especially the days I'm not going to be here. Right. It's not going to happen. So, if there's one day, because it will happen, there's going to be a day where the bed wins and I don't go to the gym. I should, and I hold myself accountable here on putting on the show. I should put on there, I lost the morning this morning. I lost the battle with myself, and I slept in.
Is that a commitment?
I'll do it.
Dude, there it is.
Because people should know that everybody is human. We are all flawed in that sense.
Nice.
There are times when we need to take a break, but it's okay for us to post those negative, I won't even call them negatives, those hurdles.
Sure.
Right? Because The truth of the matter is, I'm going to post that, and then the next day, I'm back at it.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not that becomes a habit. You don't want those things to become the norm. Can they happen every once in a while? Absolutely. But if they become the norm, now you have developed a new habit that's taking you in a direction. Doesn't matter what the habit is. The habit is going to take you in a direction. Is it the direction that you want to go in?
Yeah.
Is it the place where you want to be? Because if you choose to do nothing, you're going to end up somewhere. If you choose to do something, you're going to end up somewhere else.
Again, right? Life is a journey, and you're always moving forward. Life only moves in one direction. And I think that most of the people that we surround ourselves with are constantly improving. I love hanging out with people like you and everybody that has been on the show. I'm not even going to start naming names because there's just way too many. And everybody that I think we surround ourselves with, everybody that I surround myself with is uplifters. Mm-hmm. I love surrounding myself with uplifters. But to your point, one of the most motivated people that I know, one of the most what's the word? Visible people that I know on social media right now is Zabi. Mm-hmm. And I remember a couple months ago, maybe not even a couple months ago, but there was a day when he was just feeling it, man. And he got on Instagram and like just shared his sorrow, whatever it was that he was feeling, whatever sadness that he was feeling. It was very, very present. And he was like, dude, I'm human.
Yeah.
I feel too. You know, I have days that I'm not at the top of my game, and it's okay for me to share that stuff too. And man, the way that people rallied to support him, like that's
because people are like that too. We all have those days.
And like, yeah, and social media, so many people complain that social media like has taken the personal connection away from society. I feel like it's done so much more to enhance it sometimes.
Yeah, there's a lot of times it does. I mean, you got to understand when you have an argument like that, right? When somebody says, "Oh, you know, you're spending too much time on electronics. Oh, you're not being social if you're just communicating via Facebook or via Instagram." Those are all things that people are saying now because they grew up with something different.
Right.
They've known something different, and because they've known something different, this new generation doesn't know what they're talking about, right? It's like people who listen to Elvis Presley. That was totally bad music when it first came out, right?
Oh, right.
And now
right.
It's like old school, like that's nothing. Now you listen
Forrest Gump,
right? But I'll give you a perfect example. I grew up on some gangster rap, right? Yeah. And they say some bad stuff, mm-hmm. right? There's stuff that I wouldn't even say on the show but I know the lyrics to those songs, right? And those are the songs that I listen to, and it's just a different type of stuff that it's what I grew up with. So when I listen to the music that the kids are listening to now, what do I say? I say things like, "Oh, I don't listen to those mumble rappers. This is all crap." It's just a change. It's just progression.
That's what I say about country music nowadays too.
Yeah, see, but it's again, it's just what's coming. Like you can't stop it from change. Like you can't
stop progress, right?
You can't stop progress. Those things are gonna happen. So you can argue with it.
Believe it.
It is karaoke night.
It is karaoke night.
So I mean, you can't stop that stuff. It's not gonna change. So you adapt, you modify, right? Maybe it's not for you 100%. Like we had Jimmy on the show yesterday. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have a social media account. His business does.
His business,
right? But he doesn't because it's not for him. Although everybody knows who he is, especially in the insurance industry,
right? Because
he never falls short of introducing himself, of talking to people, mm-hmm. of sharing what it is he does. He still has a very social network. It's mm-hmm. just a person-to-person social network,
right?
And it's not an electronic one.
Yep.
And there's no right or wrong way to do it. Every time I engage with people on LinkedIn, I'm making that same type of connection. They know who I am. They recognize my name. They recognize our logo because we're taking the time to value what it is that they do, right? It doesn't matter whether you do it in person. It doesn't matter whether you do it on social media. Just do it every single day. Consistency.
All right, let's wrap this up.
All right, ladies and gents, before I even go into the shoes, if you're a mortgage professional, you're going to want to be part of our team. Look, doom and gloom, the markets are going to change. I don't know if it's next month. I don't know if it's next quarter. I don't know if it's next year, but the change is coming. Winter is coming. It's going to happen. These things are cyclical. You know it. You don't want to believe it, but you know things are going to change. Can you handle the overhead that you have right now? If the answer is no, or maybe, or you don't even know because you haven't even looked at your books, you're in trouble. So make sure you have another source of income ready to come in. I want to be there to help you guys. We have a program in place to help you mortgage professionals generate another revenue stream. Hit us up, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com to find out more. And like I said, we got some cool stuff like free CE coming in the works. So hit us up. You want to find out more details. We want to give you those details. We want to get in contact with you. All right, ladies and gents, dronequotes.net. That's the way to do solar. There's no other way. If there was an easier way, I would share that one with you. But there isn't. Dronequotes.net is the way to go. Drones come over to your home. They take pictures of your rooftop, send the measurements out to roofing contractors, to solar contractors. You get all the bids in one fell swoop. Pick the best one that works for you. It's easy. Why go the difficult route with sitting through sales pitches for 2 hours at a time? Dronequotes.net/business bros. Dronequote.net/business bros. 365 pairs of shoes, ladies and gents, is what we're looking for. So if you have new shoes, used shoes, or you want to donate cash, hit James up, 619-884-0045 or james@csfirst.com. He'll hop on his Harley right over there and pick those bad boys up. Ladies and gents, that's all we got for you guys today. SHIT, so happy it's Thursday. That's all we got. Peace.
Bye-bye.
And I'm out.
See you, Facebook.